Okay, so when you hear the term AI, what do you picture? Probably this one, single, massive tidal wave that's going to change absolutely everything at once, right? Well, what if I told you the real story, the one where billion-dollar companies are being built as we speak, is totally different? What if it's not about one wave, but something much more focused? Let's get into it.
See, while the big, general-purpose AIs get all the media attention, the real profound changes are happening a little more quietly. The reality isn't one big, slow-moving wave. It's actually a series of powerful, targeted tsunamis, with each one hitting a specific industry with unbelievable force. This is where the real transformation is happening, right now.
So that begs the question, what are we actually talking about here? What exactly is this specialized force that's completely reshaping entire sectors from the inside out?
At its heart, vertical AI is software that isn't trying to be for everybody. It's for somebody in particular, a lawyer, a doctor, a construction manager. You take software that's custom-built for one single industry and then you supercharge it with AI. And what's really cool is how these things evolve. They might start out as just a useful tool, but they quickly become an indispensable partner that can interpret super-specific data, predict outcomes, and automate tasks that are just way too complex for a generalist AI.
So why is this so incredibly powerful? Well, it's because specialization is a superpower. A vertical AI already speaks the unique language of its industry. It gets the complicated workflows, it knows the dense regulations, and maybe most importantly, it's built on a treasure trove of proprietary data that a general AI would never, ever see. It doesn't need to learn a new job. It was literally born to do it.
Now, this isn't just some abstract theory. This model is already proving itself out in some of the most demanding, high-stakes fields you can imagine. Let's take a look at some of the early wins.
First up, let's talk about an industry built on centuries of tradition and painstaking detail, the legal profession. I mean, it is the perfect test case for this kind of focused, specialized intelligence.
And the results are already staggering. You have companies like Harvey that are total game changers for elite law firms, tearing through thousands of contracts or helping draft incredibly complex legal arguments. And then there are tools like CoCounsel, which are a true force multiplier for legal teams, automating the kind of foundational research that used to take an army of junior lawyers weeks to finish.
Okay, now let's pivot and see how that same idea applies in another absolutely critical field, healthcare, where pretty much every single decision has life or death consequences.
What's amazing here is that these tools are already helping doctors make better decisions. You've got Open Evidence, which is basically a genius research assistant for a doctor, pulling together insights from the latest medical studies in seconds. Then there's PathAI, which uses computer vision to help pathologists spot cancerous cells with the speed and accuracy that seriously enhances human expertise. It's incredible stuff.
Look, the progress in law and medicine is amazing, but honestly, it just scratches the surface of what's possible. The really exciting part, the part that should get you thinking, is the untapped frontier. All those massive industries where AI has barely made a dent.
If you picture an adoption curve, we are right here, at this wild inflection point. The early wins in fields like law and healthcare prove that the model works. So now we're at the tipping point, staring down this massive, massive opportunity in all these other industries that are rich with data, but have been kind of slow to go digital.
Just think about it for a second. In construction, imagine an AI optimizing project timelines and flagging safety risks before they happen. Or in agriculture, an AI powering precision farming to dramatically boost crop yields. What about environmental work? Streamlining impact assessments that can take years right now. The potential here is just staggering.
Now, as you can probably guess, this huge untapped potential hasn't gone unnoticed. So let's switch gears for a minute and look at this from an investor's point of view. What's the big money strategy to capitalize on this whole vertical AI revolution?
The magic phrase here is vertical AI rollup, and the strategy is actually brilliant in its simplicity. You go out and find a few successful specialized software companies that all serve the same niche industry. You acquire them, and then you consolidate everything onto one single, incredibly powerful platform that's supercharged with next-level AI. The result, you pretty much create an instant market leader.
And this isn't some fringe idea either. As this quote shows, this is being seen as the next major frontier for big money, for private equity. Why? Because you're combining deep existing customer relationships with the insane power of a centralized AI. It creates this almost unbeatable competitive advantage. especially in these markets that have been underserved by tech for so long.
So, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's that while we've all been looking at the horizon for one giant AI wave, the real revolution has been happening quietly, industry by industry, specialty by specialty. The revolution will not be generalized, it's going to be verticalized.
And that leaves us with one final fascinating question to chew on. Just look at the world around you, the systems we all depend on every single day. Which industry do you think is next? Which one is about to be completely transformed?